local music scene in a duo called the Edmund Evans Band. He recently released some solo stuff online, and here to talk about that and some great shows he has coming up over the next few days. Aaron Kaufman, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Good to have you back.
Yeah, thank you so much.
This is the first time you've been in here by yourself, I think.
Yeah, it is. I've been in here twice with Edmund Evans before, and Trisha and I have been able to play some songs and talk about shows and stuff, and it's been great. And now I've got a solo EP I just released, and some shows coming up, both with Edmund Evans and solo, and so it's great to be able to come back in.
Absolutely, and we're going to talk about all that, but first, tell folks a little bit about how you ended up in Houston. And wait, let's even take it back even further. Talk about the first record you put out when you were 20 that you and your dad worked on together.
It's called Gone, and it was songs that I wrote during college, before college, and some of them I actually wrote while I was studying abroad in China. And so songs from all over, and my dad and I built this little studio above our garage and kept, expanding it and upgrading it. And then I ended up recording. This was actually my second full-length album, all of original material. And I got to work with some great musicians. And my favorite instrument is cello. And there's a lot of cello on the album. And I got to work with Jenna Ballard, who's an amazing vocalist from Connecticut, and just some great musicians and everything. And it was just a great time to spend in the studio, taking these songs. And I love going in the studio. Most of the time when I perform, it's just acoustic guitar and singing, and then you get in the studio and all these other things can come out, and you can just I love the production stage of things, and finding other musicians and finding other parts in the songs. And so I put out an album called Gone. It's on iTunes and CD Baby and everything, and I have them at shows. And that was a couple of years ago, and so I'm doing some other solo recordings now as well. And
how did you end up here in town?
I went to school actually in Minnesota. So weather slightly similar to the weather was like this morning. Yeah. Oh, it's great. I miss it so much. But I went to school in Minnesota, and the summer before my senior year, I was debating what I was gonna do. I knew that summer had to be something important, like a meaningful internship, and I found that my mom actually found this New York Times article about a program at the Texas Children's Hospital here, a songwriting program that they work with kids in the cancer center. And so I sent them some emails, and I called them, and I was like, do you guys ever have interns? I'd love to come down. And they're like, we haven't had an intern yet, but maybe. And so I just sent them resumes and CDs and stuff that I'd done, and they let me come down that summer. And they asked me to come back the summer after, and then they asked me to come back the summer after, and then that was this previous summer, and then they asked me to stick around. So I've been here for almost a year and a half now.
And that's how you met Trisha Fox.
Right, and Trisha Fox, another Houston singer-songwriter, also works with Purple Songs Can Fly now at the Children's Hospital. And we met in our very first day meeting. We were waiting for our boss. She was in a meeting, and we just sat down and wrote a song together, and then have been playing and writing stuff together since.
And that was actually
fingerprints, yeah, which is
on Monday.
yeah.
Very
so
nice.
I mean, it's we've been really lucky we have this great songwriting chemistry, and we harmonize really well, and
Cool.
So yeah.
Well, we're going to talk more about that and more about the solo project and some of the stuff that you can get for free online. And we're gonna do one live first. So.
All right. This is called Lover You Should Know, and this is the second song on the EP.
Must be for you, 'cause my baby don't love me no more. The more I try to get into her life, well, the more she pushed away, she didn't want to stay. If my baby calls, leave her a note, and I'm in the road, and I'm letting know. I lover, lover, you should know. I will love you until I grow old. And lover, 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 you should know. I will love you until I grow old. But I must admit, there is a chance that I can't quit. If this is the case, please grab the wheel, I hit the brakes. And lover, 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 if you leave, I hope that sometimes you still think of me. And lover, 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 if you leave, I hope that sometimes you still think of me.
Man, you gave me goosebumps.
Ah,
Great.
thanks.
Aaron Kaufman live in the KPFT studio. Amazing, man. Your voice is beautiful, and I think it's matured a little bit since you were here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great stuff. Now,
Thanks.
you're going to be playing with Trisha Fox tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Anderson Fair.
Yep, tomorrow night, Edmund Evans at Anderson Fair with Ken and Wayne. So it'll be really exciting.
Cool.
We love that room. It's like I think it's just like the coolest place to play in Houston.
And you're in good hands with those guys.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you actually played with them up north recently.
Yeah, we actually, Trisha and I went up with Music Doing Good, which is a nonprofit here in town. They had a concert in Michigan at the Opera House in Howell, like a restoration benefit concert, and Ken and Wayne came up with us. So now I've now played with Ken and Wayne, not only in Houston but also in Michigan, so close to Minnesota but not quite there. But yeah, it was so cool. We got to go up and do a show up in the Midwest at this opera house, and it's actually the second time I played there, and it's just a beautiful little opera house too. It's really cool.
Very nice. Wayne was here yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, he was playing with Steve Reno, so it was good to see
Yeah.
him.
Oh, cool.
And tell folks about the Rothko Chapel gig on Friday.
Yeah, so Thursday night's Anderson Fair, and then Friday night, Music Doing Good, this nonprofit that I work with here in town, we put on benefit concerts to help other nonprofits that deal with children or education or health care and music education. We have a benefit concert at the Rothko Chapel on Friday night at 7 o'clock. Free admission. You actually just have to bring a package of diapers to get in to donate to Casa de la Esperanza. And the show's going to be great. It's the theme is bells, so somewhat holiday-y. But we have some opera songs. We have some Dylan tunes, Ring Them Bells, the Dylan tune is going to be played. And I wrote some original material for the show, and Trisha will be a part of that one as well. But it's, like I said, it's at Rothko Chapel at 7 p.m. It's free. There's a wine and cheese intermission, and it's a surprise, so I probably shouldn't say this on the air, but there's going to be ice cream. so I love ice cream personally, so...
And you also have something free you're doing on Saturday night.
Yeah,
too,
so 3 shows this weekend. Yeah. So
Couple
Saturday
opportunities,
is Michelle Cohen, a local Houston artist, is starting this series called The Me Show, and it's the first one is this Saturday night at the Houston Piano Company. That one also is free admission, and donations are welcome. And I think if you donate over $15, you get free dinner.
Okay.
But that's going to be Michelle Cohen, Jennifer Grassman, Dave Ransom, Trisha, and myself, and we're all going to perform solo, and then there's a couple collaborative pieces as well too.
Okay, now is there a place online people can find out about all your gigs?
Yeah, my website's just aaronkaufmanmusic.com, AARONKAUFMAN music.com. And I'm also, I'm on Facebook. I have a page up there. It's just Aaron Kaufman Music, and there's also links there to download the new EP that it's called Hello Dear, and the song I just played was off that, and it's up there for free. You can download it, and there are links to get it.
All right, we're going to talk about why you're giving all your music away next, but
Yeah.
what are you going to sing for?